Good morning, everyone. Can you now hear me, see me? You won't be able to see me properly because there is a story behind it, and that's connected to the last live stream we did. But yeah, there's as much light as I could get today. Rifaz, hi. Shahadat Hussain, hello. Vishwajit, hello. Let me just check if I'm live or just saying hello to myself. That would not be good. Yes. Okay, four people watching now. Hi Venkatesh. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me switch to screencast. I'm cut off a bit. Let me move this side. But rather than that, I should move the camera. That's it. Wrong side. Much better. Okay. Hi Mohammed Hafiz. Okay. So we have the terminal here ready to go. Let's quickly recap what we were doing before the fuse went off in the last live stream. That is why the softbox light that I had, right, which was giving this nice professional lighting, it just burnt and there was smoke and everything. Right. So now that's still in warranty period, so I'm hoping it would repair. But since the service centers may not be nearby the place I live, might take some time. So I will have to figure out some alternate way of lighting the live streams till then. So yeah, what were we doing before we closed? Uh, so we created and generated the tickets. And at the end, what were we doing? Yeah, ticketing module was the major thing we did in the last thing, right? Ticketing module with booking, ticket types, and tickets. And then I wanted to do something else as well. I added a few shortcuts. Then I wanted to add preferences. But before that, I thought, why not make ticket submittable, if I'm not wrong. And that is what I was doing. And then it just poof, the lights went off. There was no closure. It was an abrupt ending, if you see. And gone. Gone. So let's see the code now. CD benches. I don't like this light at all. It's not good. But fine. Better than nothing. July bench. Clear code app slash events. VS Code, I'll update you, don't worry. Then start. Frappe, let's open it up in the not training.localhost. This was Frappe events.localhost. Nice. It was in dark mode, which we were working with. And here's the code. And we were. Oh, come on. I don't know why the keyboard is behaving weirdly. And it's making noises as well. Fine. Event booking.py. So we were here. Exactly, this is what I had written, and I left it there itself. I didn't do anything after that. So let's proceed from there. I wanted to cancel tickets for this booking. That would be the booking is self.name, right? Because this is where we set the booking. So we'll get these for ticket in tickets for this booking and ticket doc equal to frappe dot get doc event ticket. Is that what we call it? Yeah. Then I can do one thing. I can pluck the name, so I don't have to do ticket dot name. Instead, I'll say just ticket. Cool. So now we have the ticket doc. We can cancel it. Cool. On cancel, cancel the tickets. That's it. Let's try it out. Booking. It's submitted. There are 2 tickets. These are in draft because, yeah, we added it later. So earlier the code was just insert. So let's do one thing, manually submit the 2 tickets for now. So we can just test the cancel functionality at least. Submit, submit. Okay. And now cancel the booking is linked with the following submitted documents. You don't have permission to cancel all linked documents. Okay. Why is that? Do you have to cancel those first? On cancel. So if I try to cancel it manually without this, oh, keyboard, stop making noises. Yeah, so this is not some issue with us. This has to be in a different hook before cancel. Now let's try again. I do have permissions. Let's see. Yes, I was manually able to cancel, and now if I cancel this, still does not work. Why is that? Okay, there is an error. Cannot edit cancel document. Where am I trying to edit this? Oh, maybe this. Yeah. Weird, I don't know. Let's duplicate this. And let's try again. Any idea? So there is a question in the chat. So Venkatesh, yes, when are we going to start with the UI? The next live stream. Today we will wrap up all the core doc types and everything, CFPs, etc. And then next is Frappe Builder. How is Frappe support type hinting Python? Is Frappe support type hinting Python? Yeah, you can add type hints. See here we have some type checking going on. Okay, I'm figuring out how to cancel this. Cancel before cancel. Wait. Document hooks. After all this time. Document hooks. Frappe. These are not document hooks. Controller hooks. Let's search for cancel here. This method is called before the document is cancelled. This method is called when doc fields are updated on submitted document. This method is called when a document is submitted. This is when document is cancelled. Which is correct. It's pretty straightforward. Why is this Okay, let me try one thing. Ignore permissions. Dangerous, but let's try it. Let's submit. So it creates the tickets. And then let's cancel. Come on. You do not have permissions to cancel all linked documents. Then what do I have permissions to? Wait. User list. Did we create a role? If I'm not wrong, we did create a role called event manager. We did not. Okay. Let's do one thing. If we have not created it yet, let's see, where is it? Event. No, we haven't created a new. Let's create a new role. Event manager. This is the role we need. And then we'll go to our DocTypes. FE event permissions. Event manager can do anything with the event. Select. Then we have event category. So I'm just configuring permissions. Event manager can do everything with this. And then we have event host. Again, event manager can do everything. Then we have speaker profile. We'll come to that. Event talk permissions. Event manager. Okay. Rest of them we'll see later, but let's do one thing. Let's add event manager, and they should be able to submit, cancel the booking. Even system manager should be able to cancel. Select. Okay. Same is for the ticket. We'll go to permissions, submit, cancel. Event manager can also select, submit, cancel. Okay. Now I want what user. Let's add the role that we created right now, the event manager, which brings in these functionalities. We'll add more later, but now let's try event booking, cancel is linked with the following. Do you want to cancel all linked documents? Oh, it will automatically handle it. Wait. If it does, then it would be cool. Nice, we didn't have to write any code. Haha. Today I learned that if you have a link field in a cancel document, two submittable doc types. Good. Control Shift G. Feed basic role permissions, and ticket is now submittable. Cool. That's done then. So now event booking can be cancelled and the tickets also get cancelled. Okay. Now let's implement one feature. I'll just duplicate the booking and have the tickets back. Booking. Come on, booking. Yeah. So let's duplicate this one. Just a second, I'll open up the door. Okay, I'm back. So we have the event. Let's submit. So, okay. So what I want is, I want, for example, let's say submit a QR code related to each of these tickets, right? Either I can generate it on the fly or we can generate and attach it here so it's easily sendable via notification doc type or even the print format, right? That's what we are going to do. Let's edit this doc type. I'm going to add a attach image field here called QR code, read only by default. So you can't attach a QR code yourselves. Let's add a new section below. Amendment form goes here. Hit save. I like working with doc types. Then you have to delete. You can delete, right? Once it is cancelled, you can delete. You can't delete an uncancelled document. Okay, QR code. So how do we generate it on the fly? So Frappe has a barcode field. So barcode just takes any text and encodes it into a barcode. But QR code is not there out of the box. As far as I know, QR code. There should be a QR code field, by the way. QR code field Frappe. If it is not, this I've already read. This is the exactly how we are going to do it. But this might be a newbie question. That is fine. HTML fields are a bit quirky. Any reason to store them? For printing, you can easily render QR, and even print designer directly manages QR. Okay, the QR code should be both in desk and print. We have finally managed to run preview of it. This, that. I use Pivot generate SVG string on the fly and return the SVG as virtual field. Oh, advanced stuff. I don't want a third party thing involved. Okay, so there is no out of the box thing. There should be a QR field in Frappe. There is not right now, but there should be. Maybe someone should add it. I will get one of my colleagues if they want to contribute this. I will create an issue here. Feature request. If there is already one, let's see. QR code. Custom field type for QR code. If this is right, then okay. Options formatting, as it seems the formatting will support QR codes. Yeah, this should be something we should have. +1. Fine, for now I will just go with the easy way. I already have my app which is called Conference Management app. This is where I created ticket ticketing. Yeah, doc type ticket.py and generate QR code. So it uses this Python library called QR code, right? So we need to already have it installed. Uh, when ticket.py and I want def before insert. If we do before insert, we won't have access to the name. So we'll do insert because that is what we want to encode in the QR code for now. Just the name of the ticket. That's it. So after insert, self dot generate QR code. Okay. Def generate QR code self pass. So QR code, yeah, this is QR code 8.2. So we'll add it to our pyproject.toml. QR code 8.2. Cool. This should work fine. What is this? Oh, this is fonts. What is this then? Hmm. So yeah, now we have the Python package. Let's copy the code that is this thing. Import QR code. In fact, we can do it in the background too. Anyways, it's not going to take that much time, so let's not do that. Yeah. So first we will make the QR code. I don't want a payload. I just want simple self dot name of the ticket, right? Okay. So this will make a QR code, and then we will save its output in a bytes IO stream, right? Not in the file system, but that is why we created an on the file buffer where we store it. Then we get the hexadecimal data out of that buffer, and that's what Frappe expects when you create a new file doc. So I want to create frappe dot get doc doc type. Everything is a doc type. Everything is a doc type, even a file. Okay. Format document width rough format imports. Okay. Hex data, and that should be the content of the file. Content is hex data. Okay. Now we want to attach this file to this particular ticket doc type. Okay, that is why we will need attached to doc type and attached to name. Attached to doc type event ticket and attached to name self dot name. Attached to field, that also we need because we want to attach it to a particular field, not just generic generic attachments. That will be, what did we call it? QR code. Then the file name, of course, we'll need to give it a file name. File name. That should be ticket QR code self dot name dot png dot save. Okay, that is QR code file, and then we'll say self dot QR code equal to QR code file dot URL, because we also need to tell the field that you what file URL is attached to it, right? Self dot save, because we are in after insert, so we'll have to save. Fine, let's see if it works. And I will do one more thing. I will go to settings and form settings. I'll make the image field as QR code, so it's just visible in the form itself. Let's go ticket list. We already have this tickets. What if we want to generate the QR code for this? We can't, so no worries, because we don't have any data yet. That should be fine. But what if the user wants to generate the QR code again? Again, we can implement a custom button there. So this QR code should be, it's fine. Let's go to booking. Let's cancel all, then amend it, submit 200. Let's change something. Yes, it created 2 tickets and we don't have the QR code. Generate QR code dot make file dot save. Did it even generate the file? No, it did not. We can do one thing. We can generate the QR code on submit event ticket and the current doc type. Why did it not generate the QR code? Was the hook not correct that I after insert? Let's try again. So I will duplicate the ticket itself. Let's hit save. Cannot link cancel document. Where is it? Yeah, booking. Let's remove the booking. And on submit, it should generate a QR code, which it is not generating. QR code. Am I missing something here? Anybody notice anything wrong? Just 1 second, I will check again. Generate QR code, IO, payload, this, that, dot save, that's it. What is happening? We are in the ticket on submit. No, it should be before submit. Like, this is not the issue, but then you don't need the save, I guess. Not sure what's happening here. Let's see the bench. Let's start the bench. One more time. Submit. Still nothing. Wait. QR code is there. If we not make it read only, but that should have nothing to do with this thing. Duplicate. Submit. Yeah. Why is it happening? Very. Okay, let me drink some water. By then, if you can spot my glitch. Should turn off this light. It was directly coming to my eyes. Still is. Okay, now I'm completely. Still less bright. That should do. I'm blinded. Come on. Event ticket, QR code, attach image. Okay, what is happening? Okay, let's do one thing. Rabbit dot throw. We reach here. Okay, let's try now. Cancel, yes. Amend, save, submit, yes. We don't reach there. The code is not even being executed. And where is the QR code? Huh? Haha. The worst. This is the worst. This is the worst. And where are our permissions that we set? Where is this all going? Where is this all going? Okay, let's do one thing. Shell duplicate tab ls apps code app slash star em. Is there a ticket? There is a ticket doctype but not a ticket booking doctype, and this is not it. Conf management, there also it's a ticket doctype, not a ticket. Hmm. Let me do one thing. I have been facing this issue before also. Can we check logs? What logs do we check here? Wait. Module ticketing found in apps, conf management and events. Okay. So they are on separate sites. Detected change in this. Reloading. Is that it has to be unique across the bench as well? Or did I accidentally install the... I shouldn't have. No, I did not. Does... Okay, wait. Wait. Now I get it. I think I accidentally might have in during one of the trainings. Control Shift G. Yeah, I created a ticket inside Frappe itself. Discard all 13 files. Bench dash dash site Frappe events dot local host migrate. This shouldn't be an issue. Frappe events dot local host Frappe events. I knew this would cause some issue someday. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, now the QR code is there. Make it mandatory or something. Then unmandatory. Either something is wrong with my computer. See, no event ticket came in again. Probably because of the module clash. But it should not clash. Warning. Module ticketing found in apps this and this. Come on. Line 140 something. Okay. Let's open it up in VS Code. Init.py 1408. Okay. Here is it in Xcode. Surprisingly. Reverse mapping for app module this that. Okay. So what is happening is like I have a ticketing module in Confirm management app that I use for training. And then I have the ticketing module in the events app which we are building. So somehow they are clashing. That is why the QR code and everything that I saved is not going to the correct place. So what can we do is we can get rid of the toy apps. Bench dash dash site. I'll have to blur my screen because the site name I can't show you. It's confidential. Happiest whatever. Drop dash dash force. Drop site is it? Yeah. Bench remove app conf management. Now it's gone. The warning should be gone also. The warning is gone. Let's go back, refresh. QR code mandatory, hit save. QR code not mandatory, hit save. Go to events list. Ha ha ha. The JSON still doesn't change. Here also it is not changing. We even restarted the bench. We did whatever we could. Hmm. Does Star EM also have a ticketing module? What am I playing with here? CD Star EM LS CD. There is an event management module. Do we have a module that's called event management here? We have events, not event management, and ticketing. Do we have ticketing here? No, we don't. CD event management. CD DocType LS. There is ticket, but there is no event ticket. Should just work fine. Hmm. Let's remove this as well. Maybe this is event attendee is clashing. I'm not sure anymore what is happening. Let's clean it up anyways. Bench the drop side training dot local host dash force. Hmm. Now let's go back to the log type event ticket. I was just checking if custom was checked. I would have ended the live stream and went to sleep if that was the case. Because that's not a good thing to do. Okay, let's make it mandatory and let's make it non-mandatory. This I'm doing just to get the JSON to update. No, you won't come. This is welcome to software development. Because here also I'm not seeing it. Doc type event ticket. And even the JSON is not updating. Even in Frappe I have reverted any changes. And I don't think anything has changed. If I even switch to develop branch, here git pull, let's pull the latest changes just to be sure. Bench dash dash site Frappe events dot local migrate. Let's try again. Let's remove this field. Come on. Image field is invalid field name. Let's remove it from here also, as if it doesn't exist. Then again add it back. Attach image QR code. Naming is not set. So you use your naming, whatever you are using. Come on. Use it then. Really. There is a QR code field here, but is it? The first two episodes were very productive. Now we are just chasing something. Okay, wait. Any more app? This is the only app that we have related to events now. I even now I even not know what I'm looking for. Okay, let's take a step back. Let's think this through. So I have this event ticket doc type. Is it happening with every doc type? Suppose I go to event booking, add a queue, attach image field here, QR code. Will event booking.json be updated? Event booking.json. See, it got updated. So it's only happening with the event ticket doc type. Something wrong with the doc type itself. Okay, let's go back. Module ticketing, details, apps is events. Is correct. In your local code, it is generated, right? See, for even booking, we are seeing the logs that it generated JSON, it did that, it did this. But for ticket, it's not doing anything. So let's do again one more thing. Event ticket, remove this, hit save. Yeah, see, wrote document file for event ticket at event ticket.json. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. See, event ticket is inside the events module, and event ticket is also in this module. Oh no, I've been checking the wrong thing all. So basically, why is it here then? Maybe it didn't delete when we changed the module. This is, this is. So all along the JSON has been changing at the right place. There was no issue with, okay, we did the wrong thing. This is just, now see JSON. So it was changing all together, but since this was at two places, both the JSON folder, Frappe should have warned that okay, there are two event tickets, but it couldn't guess because it was correctly picking the ticketing module and we were looking at the wrong module. Remember in the last episode, when we created the ticketing module, we had already created the ticket accidentally in the events module, then we changed it to ticketing. So it didn't delete that folder, but created a new one here, and we were looking at the wrong place. Fine. Ah, timeline. Ah, I want to bring back that now. The code. Anyways, fine. Event ticket.py. Let's bring it back for a second. Control Z. No, does not work. Fine, I'll do it from scratch. Okay, this was important. Now let's focus on. Now I'll do it fast. Def before insert. Where is it? Ticket. Something is on that I don't want to be. Is it causing the issue? Let's close the apps one by one. Zoom, QuickTime Player, Safari, Pages. Lot of things are open. Preview. Cancel. Okay. This time let's make it read only. So let's go back to event ticket. Def before submit self dot generate QR code. So there was something that showed my file edits. Event ticket dot py. Yeah, 1126, 1125. Yeah, see, I could restore this, but this is nice. See, so you can go here, file, event ticket. We can restore the file, the code that we had written at any point in time when VS Code saved it. So let's pick it up at 1134. We had all the code. Let's copy it. Copy, copy, copy. And then we could go back here, paste. Nice. Let's do this. Okay. Format imports. Cool. Now let's try, because I didn't want to write the code again. So let's cancel this ticket. Amend, save, submit. Yes. Finally, we have the QR code. And I can show it at the sidebar if I go to settings, form settings, QR code, save, go to event page, and if I open up the ticket, nice. This was unnecessarily hard. Feed QR code for ticket. Let's make sure event ticket is now just one file dot py. Yes, it's just inside the ticketing module now. That is fine. So it's better to take a step back, rethink when stuff isn't going our way. Nice. We have a QR code, we can send it via print format, etc. Now what I want is, of course, the other approach would be to, when we are generating the PDF file, we could generate it on the fly and embed it, but we want to also show it in the website or the builder side of it. So we can just fetch this image instead, right? Cool. Uh, okay. What's the next thing we want to do? Tickets, we have this. Now we can edit this shortcut. filter doc status equals submitted. Save. Okay. This is also useful. So only submitted tickets you can see. Fine. Now let's also do one thing. Update VS Code while we are here. And go back to the whiteboard. Not this. Let's reload our file because I use whiteboard a lot these days. Events, 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 events. Events.xcalibur. Yeah. So event booking and ticket are done now. Ticket is done. Event booking is done. Host, schedule, talk, track, that is done. Sponsor, speaker profile, user, venue, event category, everything is done. Now I want proposal for a talk. Okay. Let's go to DocType. Let's call it talk proposal. This will be part of the events. Okay. And save main a link field to event mandatory event. Okay, it's save for now. What I want is how will a talk proposal look like? Let's see. Frappe was .in. Is closed now. Okay. How do I test this? Nishant, are you here? So M. Venkatesh says, don't we need to add validation? Only unique email ID gets tickets. So like this. Event ticket.py, we can say validate self validate unique. But wait, if I want to get 3 people's tickets in my email itself, that is why I want to leave it flexible for now. We can add it and remove it later, but that is why I have to rethink every validation, right? Validate unique emails. Because that might be the case when people, okay, I just have one email, I want everybody's ticket to be received on my email. So let's not add this extra validation. If it's a problem going ahead, we can anyway rethink the solution and come up with some validation that actually solves the problem. Okay. So how do I check this now? Hmm. Top proposal. So I don't remember how this looks like. I faintly remember this. But is there a way I can access it? Hmm. Okay. So first needs to be, because there is a top proposal, right? Do we need people to log in or not? If we need the login, what we can do is we can do a link field with the user. And that is safe to assume right now. Let's ask them to log in. Mandatory, because we are making it a platform, right? So they can see their proposals, what they made. That would be good. User event, and let's add a new section below. What else do we need? We need a text editor. We can even do markdown, but text editor is fine. Talk description, which is mandatory. Then speakers. Let's add a table. Okay. Now, how do we want to do this? We want a table, that's for sure. Table speakers, but they can't select predefined speakers. And we can't directly embed speakers in this because they are not yet in the system. Hmm. So let's start simple. Let's delete this for now. Yeah, top title is the main thing. Let's refresh for now. Okay, it's gone. Link, user, user, mandatory. We can call it submitted by. That's much better. Submitted by. Who submitted this proposal? And then, of course, the title. TITLE. Title goes to the first. Event and submitted by can go here. Title becomes mandatory. Title is also the title field. And settings, view. So title and link fields. Basic setup. And then we want yeah, the description is gone now, so let's add a section below. Text editor, description. Okay, now we want a child table, which will be called proposal speaker. Module is events. Is child table? Yes, we need email, which is a data field, email, mandatory email. So what we can do is on the fly, maybe we can create a user for them if it doesn't exist. Otherwise, we will link them here. So somehow when we are building the UI, we'll get to know how the proposal form is. Okay. What else? We need their name, to first name and last name. First name is mandatory. Last name. Okay. And all should be visible in list view. Okay. Do we need a bio for each speaker? Not right now. Let's keep it to the minimal. And then in the top proposal, add a section below, or we could just add it here. It's a big screen, so it looks too big to me. Table, speakers, speaker, proposal speaker. Let's move it here. Better. Now, if anybody is submitting a proposal, they can give it a title, the event they want to submit a proposal for, and then submitted by will be the current user, and they can add speakers, first name, last name, email. Okay, this is good too. Now we have talk proposal. It has to have a status. Okay, select field, status. And one more thing we can reuse here is status, and event can also go here. Yeah. So one more thing we can do is we need to see what new proposals are received, which we haven't viewed, right? What we can do, we can track changes, track seeing, track views. All of this makes sense for this one. Okay. So what could be the status? Approved, rejected, review pending, pending, short, listed, some out of the box things. And by default, it will be review pending. Maybe later on we can make it more flexible. Hmm. It had been a hectic week. Maybe that's why I'm not in the right state of mind to do anything complicated. That's why I'm creating easy doc types. Proposes a random person how he knows who are the speakers. He knows, right, who is going to speak. He is submitting a proposal. So suppose I am submitting a proposal. I know that, okay, me and Rahul, my colleague, will be speaking for this talk. Does that make sense, Rifas? Okay. So now we have proposal speaker, talk proposal. That is good. For now, let's make it green. Now we want sponsorship proposal. So we should have made a proposals module because we also need events proposal. Let's create a proposal module inside events. Proposal Okay, and then move this to proposals and also this to proposals. And yeah, let's check the Python files now because last time we did that mistake. Now I don't want to do it. Events doc type, proposal speaker talk proposal, and proposal also has these two doc types. Yep, now proposal has proposal speaker and proposal talk proposal. Okay, good. Now let's create more doc types. Sponsorship proposal, module proposals. Okay, we need, of course, status, review pending, approved, accepted. Let's do accepted, rejected, withdrawn. Maybe they withdrew it. Default will be review pending. Let's hit save, go to settings, track scene, track views. Okay. Oops. And we need what we have in sponsor, right? Because sponsorship proposal is something that will create a sponsor of an event. Logo, attach image, company logo is mandatory. Data, company name. And by the way, why was there no company name in sponsor? Sponsor, event sponsor. Can you see event sponsor? Yeah. Oh, we did this, but it's just for an event. Maybe they're reapplying. That's why we'll need company name, mandatory. Naming can then be anything right now. Okay. So now if we go to sponsor list, we will give BWS Studios here. Okay. Sponsorship proposal, company logo can be the image field. Settings, view settings. Company will be the title field of this thing. Sounds good. So now we have sponsorship proposal. And okay, so there are some different sponsorship tiers. Okay, that we need to manage. So let's create a new sponsorship tier that will also be part of events, and this can be okay. Each event can have its own sponsorship tier. Okay, so FE event link field event mandatory FE event. Okay, Now either we can do set by name or we can give it, okay, what's the title of this tier? Let's break it to this column, mandatory, naming, title, settings, view, show title and link fields. Okay. Then while we are here, let's do this. Event manager can do everything with this. Okay. So title and event, sponsorship tier. So in the proposal also, they can select TIER tier, sponsorship tier, mandatory. Okay. And same in the sponsor now. We can go and say tier, sponsorship tier, mandatory. Cool. Here also logo is mandatory, by the way. Cool. Now we can go back and in the event, we can add some more links. Event sponsor event. Talk proposal event. We'll add groups too, I think, now. Talk event talk is, I think, in the child table, so it's not something we want. Talk speaker is not something that we want. We want sponsorship proposal event. Okay. Didn't we add the event in sponsorship proposal? Yeah. Which event do they want to sponsor? That's a good thing. Event options, FE event, mandatory. Hit refresh, links. Oh no, event. Sponsor event, sponsorship proposal event, talk proposal event. Now if we go to FE event, we should be able to see. So our desk application is taking shape now. The sponsor, oh, two times. Okay, let's remove this. Let's create group of proposal here. Proposal. Okay, now there is a proposals group and these are ungrouped. Maybe we should group this to general, 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 general. Or should we do booking, ticketing, ticketing, ticketing. Okay, general, ticketing, proposals. Sounds good for now. 13 tickets, 7 booking, ticket type. Sponsorship tier should also come here. sponsorship tier event event and general can become sponsorship. Please no. Tired of this now. Why does it happen? Like, did I hit save accidentally? Is there an API call going through that does it? Sponsorship. Okay, so this should be quick entry. Let's go to sponsorship tier, enable quick entry form, quick entry. What else can we enable quick entry for? Event track, event ticket type, sponsorship tier we already enabled. Speaker, event host, event venue, event category, edit. Aperium says, hi, what's up? Hello. What did I want? Allow quick entry. How do I search quick entry here now? Quick entry, yes. Cool. Now if I go back to event, on the fly I can create different sponsorship tiers. Gold, silver, bronze. Correct? This is how the sponsors are. And then the sponsor, VWS Studios, is gold. Okay. Epiram says, bro, can you clarify about Frappe? So Frappe is package or its framework? And if I want to self-host Frappe CRM, is it possible? Yes. So Frappe is a framework, right? The Frappe framework and the other apps like CRM, help desk are built on top of it. So think about Frappe framework as an operating system which you host, and then you can install these apps, and then you can create and install your own apps like when we are creating here, right? The events app. And CRM has a lot of customization functionalities built in like scripts and custom fields, etc. And framework is also there in the desk side. So what you can do is um, then go and add notifications, reports, etc. because it's built on top of Frappe framework, so you get all the features. Hope that makes sense. Okay, so that's it. Sponsorship tiers are there, silver, bronze, etc. etc. Nice. It looks good. Hmm. Ticket type they can also create from here. Hey, ticket type. The amount should show up in quick entry form, even if it's not mandatory. So let's go back. Ticket, 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 ticket. Ticket type, yes. Price, quick entry, yes. Now we go back, go back, go back, go back. Go back reminds me of goreng, nasi goreng, which is fried rice in Indonesia bhasha. So Jagadish Verma asks, can I use Frappe to commercial ERP admin in any license to purchase? Is any license to purchase? There is no license. It's completely open source, free host it. You can sell it though, because that's the AGPL license, an open source license that prohibits from you from selling it. Right? If you are getting for free, you should give it for free. Although, on the other hand, Frappe framework is MIT licensed. You can do whatever you want with it, build whatever you want and use it, sell it. There is no restrictions in the MIT license. So you can build commercial software using Frappe framework. And people have been building it. Cool. So now we have this. Let's edit this. Heading font proposals. Let's move ticket here. Add a shortcut. Top proposal list. New proposals. Orange filter status review pending. Add. Let's expand this. Let's add one more shortcut to sponsorship proposal is fine. Let's expand this to okay, sponsorship proposal 0. New proposals. Oh, new proposal doesn't make sense. New talk proposals. Hit save, save. Okay. Can we add dynamic filter in shortcut to workspace? Dynamic filter. Here you want to add a dynamic filter. I think, yeah. So you want today only. That is creation. There is a span, time span. Today. Does that solve your problem, Rehan? Now it will show only the top proposals submitted or created today. Okay, that's done. So we can do proposals received this month. Top proposals received this. Let's try it since Rehan has received. This week. Also good. So this week it will apply a filter if you see this week. That's it. Cool. So now we have sponsors proposals, top proposals this week, sponsorship proposal. That we can't do. But yeah, now let's commit. How much time do we have? Still have 30 minutes. Now we have a no new module. Let's just once check whether we are not leaving behind any sponsorship tier. Yeah, that is fine. Control Shift G. Read. sponsorship and talk proposal sponsorship tiers. One last doc type I think I would like to create is, let me just go to the repository of this thing. I had created a V1 beta release roadmap, not V1 beta release. This all will be the UI side, but we had created a doc. That is fine, that is fine. This is also fine. User profile. We needed something for this preferences, right? So let's create that. User event user preferences. Create link to a user mandatory and unique. So this is that user. Actually, the name could be this too. Name by field name user. Cool. Then there can be, so what I'm thinking is, because different event, whoever deploys this would want different types of preferences, right? We want GST, people would not want GST, we want meal type as veg, etc. So probably it's better idea to add it in the custom layer, and in the UI handle using meta, right? We'll fetch the metadata, we'll see, okay, what all custom fields are there. Same for event attendee details, because right now, if you go to booking and create a new booking, you will see it asks for full name, ticket type, right? Email, but I would need, so for example, I am giving in them t-shirts. I would need the t-shirt size. If we are offering meal, then we will conditionally need veg, non-veg to be selected. This all need to be handled via custom fields, is what I'm guessing. Okay. But for now, sounds good. Event user preferences. So we can see our design and give them out of the box for now until someone complains. Figma. Events. So Hussein, one question, how can we reuse the section of one doc type in another? You can't. Reuse as in reuse. You can't like just say, okay, this section from this doc type is here. What you will need to do is build it yourself. So suppose I have a doc type in which I have 20 fields and I want to create another doc type which should include those 20 fields. So create a doc type with those 20 fields and link it to those both doc types. So Rifaz says this all should be as ticket add-ons. Ticket add-on. Okay. Okay, this sounds good. So Rifaz's idea might work. Okay, let's see if we can do it. Let me just see the example that we have here in the preferences before going to that designing. Can we do it without custom fields? That's the question now. Needing to drink some water. So meal type, t-shirt size, there can be something else as well, right? These are like billing details, that is fine. Profession, etc. But what I was thinking was I will add this add on to the child table itself, and then it would be easier, right? I just fetch the metadata, I see what all fields do I have to ask to the user, and then do it. But what Refers is suggesting is that I built, why is this so small? A ticket add-on or a ticket type add-on. I don't know for sure. So how will that work? Let's figure it out if we can. That should be good. So an example of this is t-shirt. Orange is fine. 5. So then the user should be able to define their own add-ons. Meal. And then inside t-shirt they can say, okay, what details do you want from the user? So for the start, we can have a select field, I guess, because select field with both. So then we can provide options. We can say, okay, what are the options for this add-on? Okay, there can be L, XL, S, XS, etc. Okay, and in case of meal, this can be vegetarian, non-vegetarian, non-vegetarian, etc. So we don't define it out of the box, but we give them a doc type where they can define it, and then in the UI we handle it. Okay. So this can be attached to not the ticket but the ticket type, I guess. But because if we want to say, okay, VIP ticket includes meal, in that case we can attach it to that ticket type only. That okay, this is the add-on available with this ticket type. And where do we store it? Okay, here we can define it. Okay, we have to ask it to the user, but where do we store it then? Because in our case, when we are creating a ticket, we need this both things in the ticket, right? And ticket is created in the backend from the booking. Where is the booking? In the booking somewhere here, we'll have to store for each attendee the values of these add-ons. Where do we store the add-on values? Right? This is the big question right now. One option is because ultimately we need it in ticket. Ultimately, we should have it in the ticket. That's the end goal, right? It should be another child table for the event. No, I don't think it should be another child table for the event. Actually, t-shirt, for example, XS is property of the ticket itself. So they show the ticket, they will get an XS size t-shirt or S size t-shirt. Similarly, for the meal, they will in the ticket it will show that they have these two add-ons. Okay, sounds good. So ticket type will define add-on type, I guess. These are add-on types. Inside the ticket type, we can have a child table in the ticket type that okay, this ticket type gives you two add-ons like a t-shirt and a meal. Okay. Then the values can be stored when they enter it in the booking. We can have another child table in the booking. Hmm. No, we could directly store it in the event. So as you are saying, Rihan and Rifaz, but what if t-shirt is only available for some ticket tier and not the other? Yeah, so these were the two options I was going to say, that either we create a new document, new doc type to store add-on, which then links to a ticket, right? So each ticket has two add-ons maybe. But this doesn't sound like this would be harder than you fetch it separately, show it on the PDF, show it somewhere. Well, I want it in the ticket itself. I want it, okay, I open the ticket document, I see a child table, right? The other option that I am tending towards, a child table in ticket. But that solves this piece only. Ultimately, we should have a ticket. But where do we store it while they're booking? So when they enter it, because we can't have a child table inside child table. This is a case where I would want a child table inside this attendee where I store it, but that is not possible. Okay. So what if I create another child table? No, won't work. So Rifa says main ticket name VIP, ticket price this, access full access to sessions and dinner, quantity 100, add-ons attached to VIP ticket, t-shirt, dinner upgrade, workshop entry. Yeah, this is not what I am trying to model here. This will get too complicated if we do this. So what you are saying is selling separate add-ons, right? Where you will say that, okay, um, in that case, it makes sense. So there is a communication gap right here. So right now we are like the client and the developer. So what you want is like, okay, you have a ticket and then independent of the ticket type for an event, there is a t-shirt available. So you can add a t-shirt. Okay, so there's a separate whole different thing that I mentioned, right? I was just attaching an add-on, so this wouldn't call an add-on then. This is what a ticket benefit is. So with that ticket you get t-shirt, with that ticket you get meal. Okay. So what you are saying is we model the add-ons as add-ons, actually add-ons, add-ons. In that case, you will say, okay, t-shirt is an add-on that is available, right? And meal is an add-on that is available. These have separate prices. This I was speaking that, okay, this ticket type gives you a t-shirt. So this is easier to model right now. This will suffice. So what the user will do is if they have just one tier, for example, VIP, they will create one more ticket type called VIP with t-shirt and VIP with mail. But this sounds better where you have t-shirt as separately priced item. Let's see what Frappe does. 2025 get tickets. Let's say number of participants 2. Okay, book meals for both days. Okay, we will need to model it the other way around. Let's say non-veg. Let's do 3 people. Actually, we should be able to model this, right? Add Frappeverse theme t-shirt. This. Book meal for both days. Non-veg. Okay. So one person has meal, one person has t-shirt. Okay, we will have to rethink this through. Maybe you are all are correct. I was thinking it in the other direction where you select a ticket. So here only one ticket type is there, right? There is no ticket type or as such. We can handle it in the UI. We can say, okay, if there is one ticket type, don't ask them the ticket type. That's the thing. But then these add-ons can be purchased for a given event. So this is a separate use case. This is a separate use case. This is where you want additional data for a given ticket type, right? Alan says, are you a talk to think person or think to talk person? Because of me, I need to sit down and design it rather than talk and think. I don't know what I am. That's the whole mystery. No, that is fine. That is where we were talking about the storing part, right? So let's design something initially and then we can remodel if necessary, okay? What I want is I will create a ticket add-on doc type where they are purchasing a ticket and they can additionally do an add-on. This will be a part of the ticketing module, okay? And let's create and continue. Let's say the add-on is a goodie bag, okay? In that case, you don't need to ask them what kind of goodie bag you want. There is just goodie bag, okay? So as per your design, this will have a separate price, okay, non-negative. We will add a link field to currency, move it here, ask this to have the currency is linked to currency. By default, it's INR. Okay, so ticket add-on is there and it should be in the event. So now it makes sense, right? I was thinking very differently. Link field to event. Build in public for the rescue, right? If I would have sat alone, I would have brainstormed it, maybe trial and error, but this was way faster. So we want event, FE event. Price is fine, default is 0, everyone knows that, okay? So we can go back in the event, FE event. Now we have more doc types than the pagination. So we will go back to links, my favorite part, where I can see the whole picture, right? It add on. This is also event, and this will be near the ticket type, ticketing. Ticket add-on, and this should also be, yeah, let's add permission so event manager can do anything they want. Not sure how one can fix this thing. Haha, there is some bug. That's fine, I want quick entry. Okay, let's go back to FE event. Now create a new ticket add-on. Edit in full form. Okay, we need to give this a name or the title of the add-on. Wait, ticket add-on. Data title mandatory. Title is also the title field. This should be default, I think. If a user adds a title, a field name title, automatically the title field should become title, and then what do you say? track changes is something we want. This also should be show title and link fields. These are same defaults, and then the user is free to go and change. I feel that. Okay, now what else do we need as part of the add-on? So we need the options, right? Options. We want a checkbox. User selects option. Does user select option, right? In that case, this will become mandatory. Mandatory depends on eval doc dot does user select option. Does is not required, I guess. Let's let it go. User selects option, that is fine. Mandatory depends on user selects option true. Okay. So what will happen is if we go to add-on list, we say title is t-shirt, event is Frappeverse. Okay. User selects option, Excel, S, M, Excel, double Excel. Okay. So if this is selected, we will in the UI handle it as such that it will show these options. And suppose the t-shirt is 200 per person. Now we are close to real, right? That is why we should have visited frappe.io/frappeverse and tried to book a ticket. Well, that's actually what we want to model. Get tickets. Let's do organization and role at organization we'll add later. Number of people 3. Yeah. If you see t-shirt is 400, meal box is 2200. 400. Cool. Let's add one more from the event itself. This is good. This is good. I'm happy with how this is turning out to be. This becomes a very good event management app. Let's add one more add-on. Meal box. User selects option. It's 2200. We can even add a description of what this will give them access to. Options. Vegetarian. Spelling is wrong. Non-veg. Not vegetarian. Just do it. This is good. Now we have meal box and t-shirt. Now where do we store this data, right? When we are booking, somewhere we need to store this data that they have purchased this add-on with a given attendee. Okay. So here we need to somehow. So if only there was child table inside a child table. But it's not there. So we'll have to brainstorm a bit. For each attendee we want, either we can create a new table and say, okay, this attendee has this attendee has this. because somewhere we have to select, right? They purchase this add-on, and then, or we can do one thing. We can create JSON. That is not what I want to resort to, because JSON then messes up your code. I'll tell you why. Because right now, if it is doc type, child table, link field, all through ORM I can do, right? As soon as JSON comes, I will have to parse it myself, then dump it myself. That I don't want to do. I want to stick to the data types provided by Frappe. So what I can do instead of a JSON, right? JSON is basically okay, you will get it in this row itself. But what if I can do a link field instead with a child table? That's much better in my opinion. That is one more DB call, but not JSON. And there is a defined structure of some sorts. Let's go to doc type. I will create a doc type called ticket add-on, add-on, add-on what? Ticket add-on. Maybe we should add ChatGPT. Ticket add-on. I want to name it config, but that is not what it is. It's not a configuration of the add-on. Attendee ticket add-on. Attendee ticket add-on. Sounds good. Ticketing module. Okay, it's a normal thing right now, but it will have a table. Okay. Oh, this doesn't make sense. We can have hidden in another chat table with multiple keys. Attendee ticket add-on should be the name of the child table, I guess. Hmm. And I don't want to make it plural. Because while creating a ticket, we can anyways, what do you say, flatten it for each ticket. Attendee ticket add-on, and the child table can be called attendee, no, ticket add-on, because we can reuse it somewhere else as well. Value module ticketing, because that's actually what it will do, right? It will have a link field to an add-on. Naming is hard, right? Add-on, ticket add-on, mandatory, and then a data field, the value of it, again mandatory, and where do we store the price then? Come on. Okay, anyways, fine. We can add a currency field here. We'll add it here itself. Price non-negative, link currency, options currency, default INR. Price, options, currency, add-on value, price, currency. Okay. In list view. This is by far, right? What does it say? You can't have. Okay. By far the biggest app in terms of number of doc types and complexity, right? That we have built on Build with Usan. Not by far, whatever, right? ticket add-on value. And then now we can go to attendee ticket add-on, add a table, add-ons. It won't let me do this. Attendee ticket, append add-on value, sorry. Why sometimes it makes this automatically, sometimes it doesn't. And then I go to attendee, event booking attendee, and add a link field to the add-ons. I'll call it add-ons, attendee add-on. That's it. Okay. So now if I go back to the doc type and go to a booking, now this is submitted, so let's duplicate it. So what we'll do is from the UI when they are filling in the add-ons, we will somehow populate this add-on, right? We should have a two-way link here somehow because we want a one-on-one mapping. Okay, that's fine. So what will happen is they will select a t-shirt, Excel, price will come from the add-on itself, so we can go and edit this doc type and say price is fetch from fetch from ticket add-on, price fetch only if empty, currency fetch from currency fetch only if empty. Okay, now if I go back to add-on list, mailbox, and this, let's go to ticket booking. This is the add-ons. If we go there, we'll see they have purchased a t-shirt of XL size. SM also works. See, the price came and then this came. And let's delete this one. Now I will go to Sharik, add a new add-on. And then we'll say meal box, vegetarian. And now the total amount should somehow be calculated, uh, keeping in mind the add-ons they have taken, right? Yeah, we can link each add-on to a ticket ID and attendee. Attendee is a so we can say link which booking. No, okay. Bit confusing right now, but we'll simplify it. So now at least we have the values here, right? That okay, they selected SM for t-shirt and for Sharik. Okay, see something. Okay, now while creating a ticket, that was ultimately the goal, right? We wrap up as soon as we are able to do that. When we are creating a ticket, event booking.py, generate tickets, right? Here we will have to process the add-ons. Process any add-ons, right? So then we will add this value child table again to the ticket itself this time. Doc type ticket add-on, no, ticket, event ticket, and let's add a new tab called add on table add-ons. This will be value we don't probably need price and currency, but that is fine. And now we populate this. Okay. So what will happen is we will see if ticket dot, no, if attendee dot add ons, if there is an add-on, frappe dot get cached doc, don't worry, we'll optimize it later. Attendee ticket add-on of this attendee dot add-ons. So this will give us that doc, and then we can get the child table out of it, which will be book add-on attendee ticket add-on list, which is called add-ons. Okay, so these are add-ons list. Then we'll say what can we directly do this ticket dot add-ons equal to, I'll be surprised if this works. Let's see, because this has name and everything. Additional fields too. So maybe this needs some mapping. We'll say for add-on, and this can be a dictionary. I don't want to be surprised. This needs, where is the ticket? Add-ons, I want add-on and value, price and currency. Add-on dot add-on, because we want everything, because these two child tables are identical. We just not need the name. Let's try one thing. So when we have a ticket booking, it was called event booking, of course. Now if I submit, yes, let's see the tickets. Sharik Ansari, add-on meal box vegetarian 200 is this. Sharik t-shirt, nice. This works. So ultimately this is what I wanted, that they can see the add-ons, and I think we could move it in this tab only. We didn't need a separate tab. Yeah, QR code can be hidden if you want to. Let's remove this tab. Now they can see meal box vegetarian 100. So finally we are able to model it. So the final output is, this is what I wanted. So meal box vegetarian, whatever price and INR, that is fine. Now we need to fix one thing. the calculation of total amount, set total. So we want, do we calculate it with add-ons? Because we need add-on amount for each attendee. Self dot attendees, no, attendee dot get add-on amount, add-on total, right? Confetti, yes, of course. M. Venkatesh says, are we going to use ERP next item features for t-shirt, etc.? No. People can install and customize if they want to, but no. We want it to be an independent event management app. Why do you need an ERP just to run an event management app? Of course, they can install and extend some, write some server scripts, etc. So this I will write it in the add-on as a property. I can write. I think we can do get total attendee. No, it won't be on the attendee. Can we do it in the attendee? Attendee. What's the child table name? Ticket. No. Attendees. What's the name of this child table? See, if you can't remember a name of a child table, that means it's an issue. Event booking attendee. I should have guessed. So we'll write this method in event booking attendee dot py def self return sum of r of price for r in self dot again that dot get cached doc add-on self dot add-ons. Okay, add-ons. So I get the add-on from there. JSON would have been better now, I think. No, it won't have been, but I don't know. That's fine. Get cache doc attendee add-on. We get the add-on which is linked to this particular row, and then we just sum it up. So now we'll have the total. So now I can say attendee dot amount is there, self dot, and we'll add a new row again, attend self dot total amount plus equal to this thing here. Make sense? If it is there, if self dot add-ons is there, then this, do this, or we can do an early exit, that also works. Return 0. What if we do a validate here? Cells, let's add a total field, amount. Amount is already there, I guess. What is there? Amount is there. Let's add on total. equal to self dot get total. This can be before self. Okay. Then we don't need, I guess, this directly. We can just say add on total. And then we will add that field to attendee. Currency add on total. I have complicated it, I guess, but fine. First is to get it working. Let's refresh. And let me edit the child doctype to show add on total as well. Add on total in list view. Okay. Now refresh. Add on total is 0. Let's change something. Will I change both to VIP? Oh, it's submitted. Submitted doesn't work. Let's duplicate it. Hit save. Add on total is 0. Why is that? It's 400. So it should have been 400. And then that is where the total amount also fails, because this fails. We do it in validate self dot add on total, which is this thing, is equal to get add on total. If self dot add ons, oh no, if not self dot add ons. Let's do try again now. VIP add on total doesn't come again. Before save, trial error. Return the sum of the price for this add-ons. If I change this to early bird again, hit save, nothing changes. Why is the add-on not being calculated? 400. Okay. Let's add a breakpoint. Change this to early bird. Okay, it's not hitting the breakpoint. Sound volume dropped or my energy dropped? If we do before insert and then calculate the total. Uh, I don't know if what hooks work with. Still not working. Is it the correct field to set? Add on total. Oh, this is a child table. Inside the child table, can I have before insert? Or can I not? Not sure. This before insert is not working for some reason in the event booking attendee. If I directly do this, then does it work? Let's change this to early bird. Okay. No module named frappe.core.doctype addendee add-on. What is it called then? Attendee ticket add-on. Ah, object is not iterable. This will give us the child table. Or no, is not scriptable. Ticket add-on value is not scriptable. Finally, it saved. So it's 3,399, but this should have been correct. So I don't think we can do it here. We will have to do it in the child table itself. So we'll say this is attendee dot add-on. Yeah, that's obvious. What was I doing? Then this becomes this. So at the same time, we are setting it in the child table and we are using it too. Okay, let's say now VIP, hit save. No, add-on total. One last fix. We are out of time. Come on, come on, come on. Early bird, add-on amount. Attendee doesn't have any add-on amount. Add-on total, add-on total, add-on total. Ha ha ha. VIP, add-on total. Okay. So add-on total is 400. Add-on total is this. So if you say 1000, 1000 and 3200 and 3800, which is correct. And we are done for today. Right. And then if we create a ticket, we will see that the ticket has a meal box worth 2200. They purchased it at worth 400 t-shirt, and the value for the t-shirt they have asked is SM. Control Shift G, feet, ticket add-ons. Was non-trivial, to be honest, but we made it through. Probably will simplify while we are building the front end, but for now it's good enough. So now add-ons are there. In the booking, we tracked it without any JSON. I'm happy about that, so they can check the add-ons for this. We can make it like user friendly. If I was deploying for desk only stuff, and the client asked for it, I could just display a fake table here showing the add-ons here itself. At least the add-on count we can get here and show it. 2 add-ons, then add-on total. I think that should help the event manager to get it. Cool, that was it. Now somehow we need to set preferences, and now the next step is payments, app integration. So Frappe/payments. So I'll do my homework. I will read how it works. The payments app, I have never been able to figure it out because I was never serious. So I will figure it out how this works. Little bit complicated for me to understand how the DocTypes of this payments app work. And there are controllers and etc. Okay, we'll see it in the next class. Okay then. Thanks everyone for joining. Bye bye. Keep building stuff. By the way, before I go, if you go to Frappe LMS and batches, you will see there are 2 upcoming batches. So that's one is in October for Frappe Framework online training and certification, and this one is just next month. for Frappe Framework and Apps for Beginners, which is now 5 days and in Hindi. See if that's interest you. Bye bye. See if that interests you. I should fix my pronunciation, but that's all for today.